Did you know if you drop a like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds, nothing will happen but it will put a giant smile on my face? It goes without saying the biggest and best event in Fortnite has just occurred, being the end of Chapter 2 in itself, or the finale to end it off. And despite this not only being interactive that we could play in and then turning into a cinematic, revealing that the Seven did return to actually save the day, more specifically revealed underneath the mass of the Foundation being Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, let's just say despite this downtime state of which we're currently faced, is actually a process of how we enter Chapter 3 and even the story trailer. And believe it or not, before the story trailer is revealed, we already have a look at the Battle Pass trailer actually translated to English, which we're also going to be showing in today's video, alongside a ton of other interesting leaks to do with the map, what this is going to look like on our overview, and honestly just so much more what's going to be releasing, so make sure you're sticking around to watch the full video. With the arrival of Chapter 3 too, before you purchase the Battle Pass yourself or gift it to anyone, make sure to enter code FM1 in the item shop, as it's literally one of the shortest and easiest to enter. Literally, go ahead right now, prove me wrong, prove it takes longer than 10 seconds, it would not only put a giant smile on my face, but speaking of giant smiles, my pug Gus needs one as of lately, as he's been kinda sad from discovering that 70% of all eyes on screen right now aren't subscribed, and we're aiming for 2.3 million subscribers by the end of the year. And speaking of the arrival of Chapter 3, don't forget that I give 5 subscribers every single day myself, which is going to be, for the first few weeks, tons of the Chapter 3 Season 1 Battle Pass. So if you want to receive one of these, make sure you're subscribing to the channel with all notifications turned on, and then comment your Epic Games ID down below. And who knows, you could be shown gifted perhaps in my first Chapter 3 video in front of hundreds of thousands of eyes to see. And with that said, now diving into our first piece of Chapter 3 information, you know how this TikTok ad got leaked before the end event actually occurred, like nearly 48 hours before, not only revealing what would be happening at the end of it, but that the island would be completely flipped around for Chapter 3 and there was a new one underneath the one we were on for Chapter 2. Believe it or not, Fortnite have tweeted out on their official verified Twitter the full kind of screen version of this, instead of it being, you know, the dimensions of a phone to be displayed on TikTok. And as you can see, the trailer itself goes off the Chapter 2 trailer and how that started into, well, how Chapter 2 ends, with the flood then occurring, showing the end of this event in itself. This is very relevant to mention considering Chapter 2 is literally beneath us now, if not behind us, in terms of the events that did occur and destroy that part of the island or that side of the island to then flip it over. And as you guys know, with the island flipping, it caused some sort of disruption in the water which sent out a giant wave, which has put us to the state we're in now, which is technically downtime on this kind of debris in the water. And something really interesting about this is that this is actually all part of how it leads into the story trailer. As you can see people tweeting out over on Twitter that this is a full process we're going to be seeing before the downtime actually lifts tomorrow, and we actually have that to talk about in just a second, when that's going to be on December 5th instead of December 7th as people previously speculated, data miners and other people in the community. Please remember though that these screens are actually relevant. It's kind of like Chapter 2's black hole in itself, you know, the one that we saw going from Season X of Chapter 1 into Chapter 2 before downtime did lift, but it's not going to be lasting as long as data miners have determined. But from watching this screen, data miners have also managed to find in the game's files what we're going to be seeing as props float up in the water, despite us just kind of being, you know, stranded on this piece of debris in the middle. And as you can see, here are all 4 of them. Literally all 4 are actually kind of exciting, some more than others, such as, you know, Spider-Man's mask, the Zappatron being a weapon that was in Battle Royale for only 30 minutes, literally pre-season to Chapter 1 Season 1. One of these signs that looks like it's implying the return of Tilted Towers, considering we did see signs on top of Tilted Towers like this in Chapter 1 Season 3, actually warning us of an alien invasion or comet crash. And last but not least, it seems Agent Jones' Rift gun has actually survived despite him throwing it into the 0 point, and this being how we initially met the Foundation in Chapter 2 Season 6. Literally the clues for this being Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson underneath the mask were right in front of our eyes the whole time. And something cool about the face reveal of the Foundation being Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is he did the eyebrow raise thing, you know, this kind of meme that's going around everywhere when anybody even thinks of The Rock. And I know a lot of you may be wondering, considering I mentioned Chapter 3 starts on December 5th instead of December 7th, as Hypex initially stated the downtime would last until like a 48-hour downtime, such as what was the case with the black hole for the entrance into Chapter 2. Well, there's a big reason for this, believe it or not, and you may have already seen it floating across social media, but you won't have seen the English subtitled dubbed version of the Chapter 3 official Battle Pass trailer for Season 1. I'm going to be playing that in its raw form in just a second, so you guys can not only see all the skins within it, the new features and everything that they're going to advertise, even the new island in its whole form. But before I do, I just wanted to clear any confusion up about Chapter 3 starting, as Hypex stated right here. Chapter 3 starts tonight/tomorrow at 10 AM ET/3 PM UTC on a weekend, meaning it's a Sunday start to the season. Personally in the UK for me it's 3 PM, so that's the UTC time for me, but in America 10 AM Eastern time. And with that said, now I'm going to shut up for a minute and let you guys watch this trailer in its raw form for the Battle Pass, obviously with English subtitles, and this will make sense of why some of Spider-Man's stuff, especially his mask, was floating in the water.
Znana ci wyspa odwróciła się. Witaj w rozdziale 3, gdzie znajdziesz zupełnie nowe miejsca do odkrycia i nieznane wcześniej sposoby doświadczania Fortnite. Zacznij zdobywać PD karnetu bojowego poza Battle Royale. Graj i awansuj jak chcesz, by odblokować stroje z karnetu bojowego, w tym Spidermana. Na odkrycie czekają też nowe funkcje. Szybciej przemieszczaj się po mapie i unikaj wrogów z nowymi ślizgami i huśtaniem się. A nawet rozbijaj obozowiska, gdzie wraz z oddziałem uleczycie się i przechowacie przedmioty między meczami. Ponadto do Fortnite trafiły nowe bronie i przedmioty, które pomogą ci zdobyć królewskie zwycięstwo i prestiżową koronę zwycięzcy. Nie przestawaj wygrywać i zatrzymaj ją. Poza tymi funkcjami, wyspa jest zupełnie nowa. Odkrywaj sanktuarium, ukryty dom 7 i sąsiedztwo Spidermana Daily Bugle, a także inne lokacje. Pamiętaj, ze względu na nowe warunki pogodowe, wszystko może się zdarzyć. Sprawdź też karnet bojowy sezonu 1 rozdziału 3, w którym znajdziesz Spidermana, fundament i innych nowych przybyszów. Na co czekasz? Wskakuj do rozdziału 3 i odkrywaj nową wyspę. Nie wiadomo, co tam znajdziesz.
Okay, so with that shown now, first of all, how insane was that? And the second thing I know a lot of you are wondering is why was this leaked initially in a different language, which was exactly Polish, and then dubbed into English through the subtitles? Well, believe it or not, despite Epic Games actually asking data miners to not leak things not only about the event but Chapter 3 until Downtime lifted and we got a full experience, they not only again put out this TikTok ad actually showing the end of the end event in itself going into Downtime, but then the Polish Fortnite YouTube channel actually accidentally got the date wrong for the publishment of this Battle Pass trailer in itself, and hence why everybody has literally either posted or seen this across social media now. But that is the English translation, and the other trailer, the English actual spoken version, will be releasing around the time of which Hypex states in this tweet. Epic Games or Fortnite usually premiere both trailers on their YouTube channel at the same time, and I'm guessing the traction that's going to be most made on their YouTube channel for both of these airing or premiering is the story trailer, considering we haven't seen that yet. When those do air though, around the time of Downtime lifting anyways, or literally going into Downtime lifting the exact time this actually happens. When loading up the game for the first time, we already have some details about how Chapter 3 is going to be working, the first season of that being, well, Chapter 3 Season 1. As you can see, Hypex states in this tweet right here, Chapter 3 will start with challenges called the Device Quests, and they have multiple parts. And then another detail, which isn't actually a spoiler, but rather just a cool kind of mechanic amended for however we shoot shotguns, is what he states right here. Not a spoiler, but it looks like that in Chapter 3, shotgun pellets that hit the head will have yellow colour, and the ones that hit the body will have the normal red colour. Despite all of that though, up to the exact second, something interesting's going down on Fortnite's Twitter, and make sure to follow me, linked in the video description down below, as we're currently running a 10 Battle Pass giveaway over exclusively on there. The link to this will be at the top of the video description and also in the pinned comment. But yeah, getting back on track, speaking about Twitter and what Fortnite are doing, they're actually revealing more areas of the map overview for the amount of times that hashtag Fortnite flipped is tweeted out over on Twitter itself. Currently right now, this is what the map looks like in terms of the areas revealed when I'm recording, like literally up to the most present state. And from this being the case, data miners again have been able to determine some of the name locations, or specifically one of them being Shifty Shafts, that's going to be making a return from our Chapter 1 map, but in a kind of different or revolutionised manner. With that said though, that's all I've got for you guys in this short video before the release of Chapter 3, or before I post another video potentially updating you on more. So if that's the case, drop a like in this video down below, and make sure you're subscribing to the channel with all those notifications turned on so that you get notified as soon as I upload my next brand new video. And speaking of other videos, make sure to click anything on screen right now in terms of your next destination, but most importantly, hopefully I can catch you, yes, you the individual still watching, I can see you, but hopefully in that very next video or first Chapter 3 video I post on the channel.